trying to know. And what they want to know, how to solve the problem that they are facing. I think I shared here in class, for example, Home Depot helped me to be one of the top handymen on planet Earth. Okay. Yes, I was one of the worst. Okay, I didn't know anything about handyman, but through all the videos that they have, it is wonderful. Okay, you can learn a lot of things now. You can repair many things. Okay, so search and result. And the idea is using relevant keywords, keywords that connect that the customer use to look for your product and service. But if we don't know that, then we are not going to be able to use the keywords. That's why the exercise of Google AdWords, that we can know how to use that tool, so we can see what are the words that the customer is typing to look for this type of product, this type of service, so we can use those keywords in our website. The website is going to score better if it has relevant keywords and also quality links. I mean, good websites create external links toward your site. That helps you to score higher with Google. Google likes that. Now, external links, that means links that you put from your site to other sites, are counted but not as much. Okay, but they are counted too, but not as much. I want to share briefly, when in the previous website from the School of Business, each faculty has a control of the website. I put a lot of external links because I was interested in different sites, marketing sites, and that helped me to score in the top 5 in Google. Again, it's a measure that doesn't affect that much, but it affects, is what I'm trying to say. Now, in combination with all of this, is wonderful. The good thing about small businesses, that sometimes where they are competing, there's not a lot of competition. Imagine a competition in a smartphone, computer, tablet. Those are very competitive industries where all this is irrelevant, but it's very challenging. But what I'm trying to say, in a small business that is located in a particular region, because their location, you can put a specific business in Central Florida, or in Florida, or in Oviedo, or in Kissimmee. That's going to help you to eliminate a lot of the competition, of the national competition. Okay, the last topic of customer acquisition, how to convert your prospects in qualified leads. And these 4 concepts are related, and they're here in this one slide. So first, you need to have a very attractive proposition, a value offer, and that value offer has to close with a call to action, so the consumer takes the action, and that has to be in a landing page. Remember, the landing page is like an exclusive sales representative for that particular customer. If we are talking in the face-to-face, imagine a sales representative dedicated to one person. Well, the landing page does the purpose. So the landing page, if the consumer is looking, for example, pink smartphones, the landing page has to be one that shows a pink smartphone. It's not going to send to the general page of the smartphone company. No. We're going to lose the customer. The landing page has to be everything that the customer is looking for. And we can ask them, they can do the sale or buy the product there, or they can request more information. But we need to obtain their information. And again, pure goal is they give us permission. Now we can increase our database, and that's going to help us to reach more prospects. Remember that sales is a numbers game. If your database is very small, then your sales are going to be small. You need to have a big database so you can have good sales. But not only anyone on the database, persons who match your target market. Okay, customer acquisition, digital marketing, just these 2 concepts, the different channels, and pay on and earn. So, the different channels, it can be a question like, in the past, how can you do a digital marketing plan with all these channels? And this is an open question to you, because this can be the question on the exam. Why your website is the most important piece of your online real estate? That's a question right now to all of you.
Why
Yes.
is it?
Why?
I mean, your customers, they're on the internet, so you want to be able to connect with them. They're gonna find like the way we live today is like we Google everything and we want to look at a website, and so we need to make sure that we have something for the customers to look at.
Okay, very good. A good number of the buying decisions are through Google, because they look for, or we look for answers there, and we want to be shown there. Exactly. That's part of the answer. What else? What other can be?
Well,
As you know, in the unit.
Customers look to interact with your company through like your website and the social media attached to your website, the content that you put out through
Okay.
your website.
They like to interact with this, so the interaction is gonna be better on social media, Jimmy, and
so,
Sam.
so first, like search engine optimization, because like you're not gonna come up on Google if you don't have a website. But also, it's kind of like a storefront. It's like if your storefront's not clean, people aren't gonna think you're professional. If you don't have a website or your website is bad, then people are gonna have a perception of you. So it's like our storefront.
Exactly, you just store from online, from where you wanna send to all the other channels, yes, and Sam?
It like creates credibility.
Okay,
Your
it
website.
creates credibility, and remember, it's the one that you own, 100% you own your website. You can say your Facebook page, no, the truth, Facebook is the owner of that space that they allow you to use it, okay? They're very nice, and they allow you to use it for free, but it is theirs, it's not yours, okay?
Mhm.
All right, so this is also pay, own, and earn media. Pay is any ads, so here we can have Google ads or Facebook ads. In own media is your website or your email campaign or your email account, so you own it, you have control, 100% control. Earned media is organic, is when someone talks about you in any other channel. Can be in another website, can be in another social platform, can be in a blog, and that's organic. And we want that is positive, but also can be negative, okay? They can talk in a negative way about you. Something tricky is social media here, because the true social media can be in between. Okay, for example, Facebook ads is paid media. Own media, your Facebook page, again, you create the space, you manage the space, the owner is Facebook, you manage the space, okay, so that can be considered own media. And earn media, any comments on Facebook from others, it can be your page on other Facebook pages. So that's why I say it's a little tricky, can be on the page. Okay, so customer service fundamentals. Okay, we're gonna cover these 4 points. Let's start with the value of outstanding customer service. All right, the idea here is the customer service vision, okay? And it's a statement of how you want your customers to feel when you provide good customer service. These are the 3 things that we need to consider in order to write a customer service vision. So a question can be, what are the 3 elements that we need to consider to write a customer service vision? Why my organization exists? How do you contribute to your organization's success? And how do you want your customers to feel about your service? Again, can I ask you like that, or can I ask you like in this last exam, create or write a customer service vision? Okay? All right. Building rapport in person, by phone, and email. Here are specific characteristics or different tips to provide that. So in person is positive tone and body language, smile, eye contact, gestures, and facing the customer. By the phone, good posture when you're on the phone, record and review your phone reading, first, and eliminate distraction 100% when you're on the phone with a customer. And the email, appropriate greeting, the main point in the first paragraph, so we don't make them to lose time. Customize the template for our customers and use correct mechanics. And the good thing also about the email campaign, remember, if you create an email campaign and you launch the same email to all your database, that's wrong, okay? Because your database is different, so you can create different templates and measure which template works better with your target market.
So you base off like segments of your database?
Exactly. You can even your database. You can